the crowning stage of the birth, that we're giving birth to this baby called Awakened. And we have a lot going on, but this isn't an update call. This is really a training just to get you back into how to peak interest correctly. So we've done a lot on social media, and a lot of you have listened to the Ninja training and you know all about it. However, it's important that you understand the whole crux of network marketing or direct selling or social selling or virtual retailing, whatever you want to call it, being a digital creator, all of that can be interchanged, all those names, titles. But the bottom line is if you're in our company or you're in another company, doesn't matter to me. I want you to do well at being able to peak interest. So there's a saying in the industry, and it's the person who masters, and this is why I ended up doing this, by the way. I heard this about 10 years ago, and 12 years I've been in the industry. 10 years ago, I heard this. So I was a newbie. And I heard someone who was a millionaire say, the person or the people who master inviting or piquing interest, same thing, you know how to invite to, an overview, an Awaken overview. You invite to an event, or you pique interest with a post, or you send a text message. It doesn't matter how you're doing it. What matters is that you do it well. And the people who pique interest the best and master that are the ones who end up doing very big things financially in the industry. So when I heard that, my analytical mind said, so if I get really good at that, it really doesn't matter about anything else right now. I just have to focus on step one. It's a 3-step system in this industry. It is peak interest, which we're going to talk about tonight. And you can do it on social media. That's what I swapped over to, kind of switched over to quite a few years ago, because I realized all these people were making this big money and they weren't leaving their house. And I was home party girl and I was exhausted. Like, who wants to schlep around? Thank God I had switched over before COVID to not being a home party girl. I knew companies that only did home parties that almost collapsed during COVID, and some did, because their way of piquing interest wasn't through the internet, and it wasn't through social selling. It was through face-to-face, right? Belly to belly. That way of doing it, as great as that can be, is not duplicatable, meaning you're not going to have an organization that everybody leaves their house after their real job and is building their side gig, right? In network marketing, they don't want to go out and build it when they could be home with their children, their spouse, their significant other. It's a lot of work. It's not duplicatable. You won't see your organization grow at the rate you'd like if you build it belly to belly. So the 3 steps are piquing interest. I want you guys so focused on piquing interest well that all you're doing is sending out step 2 links. Step 2 links is just our 3-minute video. Now, some of you have teams where you have a different video. I don't care what video you use. If it's working for you and people are responding to it and you're getting yeses, it's a good video to use. Your step 2 can be a video that Tina Raines made, or Emily Jackson and Mike made, or the company made, or Diane made. I don't want to say her last name wrong, but it starts with an M. Diane made some good ones. We have lots of great piquing of interest, very compliant videos that do the selling for you. Your job is not to sell. Let me be very clear. You are not selling Zenith. You are sharing the story of Zenith and what it does for people, or does for you if you use it, or you're going to use it. And when people are looking for the same type of result because they have the same type of issue that Zenith can help with, they're going to buy regardless. Your job is not to sell. Your job is to look for people, find their hot button, share with them that the product you have potentially could help with that problem. And then the sale happens just because everything happens on emotion. Do we all know this? I want to teach you this to drill it in your heads. Every single sale that happens daily, whether it's a house, a car, the person you say yes to marry, everything psychologically happens on emotion. That's why we have commercials. That's why we have advertisements, right? They hit a spot. They hit what you are really wanting to get relief from, or they're hitting on some hot button for you issue, or multiple, right? You could be a boatload of mess, and so you hear this, big pharma, hey, it'll take care of my my diabetes and my arthritis and this one pill. Next thing you know, you're calling up your doctor. I need to get on this stuff. I need this problem solved. It's the same thing, right? You buy a car, you buy it on emotion. You buy a house on emotion. You buy lipstick on emotion. You buy the frames you liked on your face because they look the best and they made you feel good. Everything happens on emotion, but the stats are as follows. 82 to 83% of all sales that happen globally daily, 82 or 83%, somewhere in there, happen after 8 to 10 times they've heard it, seen it, learned about it, read about it, heard a person they know talk about it, saw a post about it. They're not buying on number one. You know the people that do? Me. I'm a high red. Does anyone know what a high red is? You want as many reds in your organization as humanly possible, because a red, and I'm going to start teaching you personality next week, 4 types of personalities. Quite a few people have all 4. I don't. I have so little of blue and white. I am mostly dominant red with very, very strong green. And I'll give you a really quick understanding of that. Reds have good and bad. All 4 personality types have good and bad, pros and cons. I'm a high red, which means you tell me that I might be missing out on something that could solve my problem. I'm the girl who wants to solve it yesterday. I don't wait. I am like Richard Branson, but in a female body. I jump off the cliff and figure it out on the way down. I'm not looking for 72 pieces of info. Once I know it's something potentially that can ease the pain, solve my problem, or get me to where I need to get going, I'm in. It doesn't mean I don't do due diligence, but the reds typically not only are the highest earners, they're also the highest number of entrepreneurs. So if you look at the 4 personalities, entrepreneurs, very many of the entrepreneurs out in the world that are doing something, making good money are red. Does that mean you can be a white and make money? Sure. I'm just giving you stats. So across the board, you're looking for a red. Someone like me who says, oh yeah, I'm in, let's go. I just figure it out on the way. I came in dead broke into the industry, $750,000 in debt 12 years ago. Mach 2 with my hair on fire, had no idea what I was doing, but you know what I knew? I was going to make it happen. And somehow I knew I was going to make 7 figures. And if you looked at me on paper, you would have said I was nuts. Doesn't matter. I knew it, therefore I was running towards it. Whatever you think you know right now about you is exactly what you're going to run towards. And that goes for negative stuff. Nobody knows me. I don't know enough people. Nobody has money. Everybody's broke. No one has time. I don't know people. Every single thing that you say to yourself about your business in any network marketing company or any startup you get involved in or any small business you go to launch, whatever you set out there, you will reap those words back. If you say you can, you can. And if you say you can't, you can't. However, step oneing it as much as humanly possible is what's going to get you enough people in your organization to take your business global. You don't need a lot of people to say yes to you. I'm going to be very clear on this. This is not about bringing in a ton of people. This is about finding some reds. I'll tell you who are difficult, and I'm sorry, but they are. They're difficult to deal with for one reason. The high greens, what we call a high C. I'm also dominant green, but I'm more red. Those are the people that read the directions. Those are the people that write a 10-page dissertation to a company when they send, let's say, they're the people that open the box and go, there's a part missing, and then they send a letter and they report it to the BBB, and they need to read the instructions 3 times. I'm just giving you what a high C is. I have a lot of C in me. I have lists upon lists. I have lists for my lists, but I'm more dominant red, which means although I have lists and although I work on schedules, and boy, oh boy, do I have lists for next year and the year after, I would schedule in going to the bathroom. It's my people laugh when I say that. If I could plan that all in, it would be the perfect life, because I like to get things done. However, if I was dominant that and I was not dominant red, I would be someone who would get caught up in needing multiple pieces of info to make my decision. Guess what? I know high C's in this company and companies I've been in that have become millionaires. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't bring in a high C, which is a green. What I'm saying is they typically need 3, 4, 5, a 3-way call. They need the science call. They need the slides. They need the comp plan. Good. Give it to them. Give them what they need based on who they are. Here's where people mess up poorly, very badly in this industry. You send a red 32 pieces of info because you needed it for your friend who's a green, and you don't know that we're a red or a green. You just don't know anything at this point. You just send me, Danielle, just say, would everyone like me in their organization? Of course, right? You want a Danielle. However, if you give me 32 pieces of information, you know what it does for me? I say, absolutely not. I won't touch this with a 10-foot pole. I don't want to be slowed down. I'm not going to sit and read 32 things. So what's important to know is when you're talking to a prospect or they've asked you, hey, I need information, do not send more than the one link. Here's how you get the most people to say yes, the most people to either become a customer or become a distributor, which is a member. You send the one link after they say to you, I'd like to know more, Tiffany. I'd like to know more, Lori. Tara, tell me more. What are you talking about, Tara? What's this magical bottle that's in your hand that I can't read the label? Good for you that you didn't tell me what it is. Now I'm in your inbox asking you because I got to know how that woman or that guy went from overweight and fluffy to looking hot. I need that too. Tara, tell me more. That's how you know you're a ninja. That's how you know you rock network marketing. For those of you posting the bottle name and posting the company name, you're killing yourself. You're ruining your chance with people because all they do is Google it and they'll find it somewhere on some obscure site and they'll buy it from someone who dumped it, which we'll police it as best we can, and you'll lose them. But if you do it the right way and you just show the pill or you say show the bottle with no label or you show your pictures and they go, what in heaven is that? I got to know more. You're now piquing interest the way a 7-figure earner does. That's number one. Now, the more you do that, the better you get at sending a text, sending a private message, posting on Facebook. I don't care how you do it yet. We're going to teach you that every week. I'm going to teach you more. Just stay with me. I need you to get this theme tonight. Your only goal, you're going to get off and say to your spouse, your friend, or your dog, Danielle said, just get good at inviting. That's all I want you to do right now. Besides using the product the minute it gets to your door and having a testimonial, if you can't use it for some health reason, get your neighbor to use it. Get your best friend to use it and make sure they take pictures. But if you literally just, you get people to say, what is it? And you pique curiosity beautifully, you know what happens? You get so many people that you get to send the step 2 link to that just by default, you sign people in. I don't know if you guys have ever read The Compound Effect. I think it's by Darren Hardy. Read it. The compound effect is this. If all you did was bring 2 people in a week, every week for the next year, just you, 2 a week, 8 a month. Could be a couple customers, couple reps, could be one or the other. I don't care. Do you think you could do 2 a week, every week, 8 a month for the next year? Every one of you could with this system. But let me tell you what happens. People in your organization start doing the same, and that's the compound effect. And all of a sudden, you're making check match on level 3, level 4. This person hit diamond, this person hit sapphire, this person hit black diamond. And the next thing you know, you are a true network marketing professional. The compound effect comes from you doing little things every day, 4, 5, 6 days a week. I prefer the 5-day a week, so you have the weekend to have a life. I definitely did 6 days a week when I was dead broke and had no choice. But 5 days a week of piquing interest with 7 or 8 people a day, or one post that gets 7 or 8 people to ask you for more info, and it's game over. What most of you don't know is you're this far away from gold and you keep quitting or you keep stopping before you post because you second guess yourself. Am I wrong? Most of you second guess yourself. You don't know what to do. Oh, my upline's nowhere to be found. Oh, my sponsor this. Those are all called rackets. All of those are excuses that will keep you from literally being blessed, being in a company that is we're going into hypergrowth. The fact that we can't keep up with staffing and we're fine with finances, yet we can't keep up with staffing and training. And we got 6,000 orders a day going out and we still can't keep up. Why? Because you guys are doing a great job. But some of you are sitting here going, I'm watching all these people make money and break ranks. Why am I not? I'll tell you exactly why. Because either you're letting fear stop you and you're paralyzed, you're overthinking it, you're overguessing it, or you're using rackets, which are excuses. Excuses are hands down what's going to stop you. Hands down. Hey, babe, can you text Chip? Tell him the new slides are not ready yet and to remind me on Monday. Okay. So I'm going to be very clear about why step 1 is so important. It's a numbers game. Don't let anyone fool you. Some of you are going to sign in people that you have no idea are going to take this thing to the moon. They will. And you may never sign someone in that does that, but someone they sign in does. or someone 3 levels down does, or someone 17 levels down does. And you know what happens? All of a sudden your volumes go nuts. Don't you dare let this slide through your fingers. Showing up and getting trained is only one part of it. Actually taking what I teach you and doing it is a whole nother level. I did not start this company, literally give up my life and go through all of this and get as sick as I did because I haven't stopped, literally 80, 90, 100-hour weeks for the corporate staff. Not complaining, just telling you. I did not do that for you to come in and fail in my company. It's our company. I came in and got out of the field and came into an owner's position and chief sales officer position because I absolutely saw that there was a need for the owner side to understand what you guys go through. That's why I'm going to continue to train you. That's why I'm going to continue to pour into you. I don't want you spending thousands with these other people. You got the money? You want to go spend it to go spend the day with Tony Robbins or Danny Johnson? Go for it. You don't need to. Can you? Should you at some point go invest in yourself? Sure. But it's not a prerequisite. You're not going to need to go broke to learn because I'm going to give you everything I've spent tens of thousands for in the last 12 years. I've been at every Danny Johnson possible. I've been at all those, and I have notes and books, and I'm giving you all the stuff that really matters, okay? And people have said to me, like, Danielle, you could charge thousands for this. Why would I charge my field? You guys, if I build you, you build the company, right? My job is to build you guys. My job is to make sure your customers are happy. And we don't have a lot of happy customers yet because the customer thing ain't open, but it's almost open. And it's not open because we didn't want your customers upset because we knew we've already had an avalanche of sales. So next week, somewhere in next week, we're opening up customers. And then my job as your chief sales officer is to make sure that every question they have, every issue they have, that even if they're upset with the company, that they turn around and go, that was fantastic customers, right? But your job and your only job right now, outside of being your best coach and believing in yourself, which is absolutely a prerequisite. I'm going to come at you if you don't believe in yourself, and we're going to have a little nice talk together if you don't start believing in yourself. Number one is belief. Everything revolves around belief. But the second thing you need is to peak interest. That's an income producing activity. The mindset is also an income producing activity. You just don't know it yet, most of you. Your mindset now is going to be what makes you do something tomorrow. And if your mindset is terrible, you won't take action tomorrow. It'll be another day that you don't get an enrollment, that you don't get a customer, that you don't make a paycheck. So step one is what? Peak interest and get really good at it. And I am going to give you every single way to become amazing at peaking interest. It's the people who peak interest the best that become top earners in our industry. Second, we're going to give you a new link soon, and it's not going to be for a few weeks, but we have a landing page coming that has no connection to anyone. It's a generic page that's going to have the 3-minute video. It's going to have our doctors, all of our medical advisory board on there, their pictures, their names, and a video from one of the doctors. And it's going to have content basically selling the person you send it to. And at the end, it's going to say, would you like to become a customer? Get back with the person who invited you. You want to join our team and take Awakened out to the world? Want to be one of our amazing members? And we're going to rename members, by the way. We're coming up with something better. Health, Zenith. I don't know yet what we're calling them, but you'll be able to, they'll know instantly, no, I'd like to be on this team. I love this movement. Or no, I just want to be a customer. They're already going to come to you sold. You're just sending them your link. And by the way, we have a cart, a shareable cart, only for customers, not for reps. Wellness ambassadors. Thank you, whoever said that. That was awesome. We have a shareable cart that is going to open next week so that you can put it in the cart for your person so they don't have to go, what am I doing? Where do I put the product? When you send them the link, it's already in the cart. They just have to check out. Guys, it increases not just the revenue of the company, it increases your close rate, because when you send the shareable cart to a customer, they didn't even have to think. They already saw the testimonial page or a video. They've already done what they needed to do. They already know they need Zenith yesterday. You send them the shareable cart and then boom. Thank you, Steph Martin. And congratulations to Kathy and Steph on Black Diamond today. That is insane. I love those ladies. They're amazing. I worked with them in another company and they were just unbelievable then. And I couldn't be more honored to have them on board. I could cry. When I got that call, I was like, oh, okay. Anyway, shareable carts. Why are we giving you that? That feature is to allow you to do what? be able to close more business. Why are we giving you the landing page soon? To close more business. Why is the Awaken Star program coming out at the end of November? It's for anyone who wants to just sell retail online, micro influencers, anyone who says, I don't want to be in the binary, Lori. I don't understand binaries. I hate MLM, but I love this product and I want to make money on it. You say, good. Don't be in the company. Just be in our Awaken Star program, which is a division of the company that has nothing to do with the binary, nothing to do with MLM. You sign up, you do this much in dollar sales a month, you make this much money. Guys, we couldn't have made it easier. Then at the beginning of the year, right around March when we're doing convention, we're hoping to roll out our practitioners packs. And they're not called that, but that's what I'm going to say they're called for now because I've called them 30 things in the last 3 days. Bulk packs, practitioners packs, wholesale packs. Whether it's 40 bottles for the small one and 60 bottles for the big one, doesn't matter yet. We'll have pricing. That program will be for people who want to retail it out of their clinics and out of their doctor's offices. And you guys will make volume on that. We have made it so easy. Doctors don't want to be involved? Good. Don't be involved. You don't have to be building a team, but you can retail it in your office because we know millions upon millions need Zenith. They need to get their leptin resistance healed. We shouldn't say healed. Let me retract that statement. They need their leptin resistance to be, let's just say their leptin to be balanced. When we say, thank you, we need their leptin balanced. And these doctors that have already come in know that we have that breakthrough. It's a breakthrough in obesity. And by the way, we're going to be in quite a few publications, big publications. We have a whole rollout of publications we're going into. So when you hear about these trolls that are anti-MLM, they're saying horrible things about us, put on your big girl or big boy panties. There's going to be plenty more of that because we're going to 1 billion fast. And there's going to be a lot of people who don't like us. They don't pay your bills. They don't pay mine. I could care less about the little chirps. I've had my entire credibility raked over the coals. Guess what? I'm still here. Why? I can go make money anywhere. I'm not trying to be cocky. I can go make millions anywhere I go. I bring a lot of value where I go, and I've worked hard to get where I am in life. However, I don't let the chatter stop me from building something and from being with you guys and taking this thing out to the world. Every time I think about them, I say this: thank you, God, for this opportunity. Thank you, God, that you gave us this amazing product and it's ours. Thank you that you're handling that stuff, and I have to keep my eyes above those waves, not worry about those people. And I got to go out and help all the people who invested their trust in me and Awaken to go out and build a great financial future for them and their families. That's the goal. Now, we got to go help a lot of people lose weight and help balance their leptin and their adiponectin. We also have another product set coming out really soon. And we have a chief science officer we just hired who came from some very big brands. People are very excited about him. So we're going to announce him. I have to go to my next call in 60 seconds. So I'm going to say this. Step 1 is all that matters right now outside of your belief. Your job tonight, go to bed. I believe in myself. I believe in what I'm doing. I'm not listening to naysayers. I'm going to be on every training, and then I'm going to implement it. And I'm going to pique interest like nobody's business. I don't care who says no. I don't care who says not right now. I don't care who saw negativity online, because what's going to happen, and I'm going to paint this picture for you. Mark my words. We just shipped out, we're doing over 6,000 shipments of bottles a day. So by Monday, because Friday's a holiday, by Monday we'll be all done, right? We'll all cut up. That's over 104,000 bottles that go out to the world. What do you think is going to happen in 5 or 6 weeks? Maybe 4. What do you think around Christmas, what's happening? If only 2,000 or 3,000 people posted their results, do you think we would light on fire in a hypergrowth? So if there's 32,000 people who came in and only 2,000 of them start posting their weight loss and all their excitement, do you think we're going to be in big trouble as far as keeping up? Yup. That's a good problem to have, because I came from a company where things would go stale in the warehouse and they'd put them on sale because they were expiring. Everyone's been in that kind of company. You want to be in the company that can't keep up. We got order upon order and purchase orders out because we already know the tsunami's hitting. Your job is to do what? Believe in yourself and pique interest. Then on the next training, I'm going to tell you exactly how, if someone has questions or someone needs more information, exactly what to send and exactly who to use in your upline in order to get them the information, because you don't need to talk to anyone alone on a phone. Don't you ever do that. If you're not, my first year in network marketing, I made my upline do it the whole year. At the end of the year, he goes, Danielle, enough. You're number 4 in the company. You're still not doing calls on your own. I'm like, I'm afraid. He goes, you're making $8,000 a month. I'm like, yup. And it's because you do all my closing calls. Do you know, he kicked me out of the nest. He was a $34 million earner. When I got on the call, I was terrified to do it myself. All of a sudden, I sounded just like Jerry. I was like, I'm saying everything Jerry said, because for 1 year, I listened to him on every call. I took notes. You don't need a year. You need a few, maybe 5, 10 calls with your upline, and you're probably going to be fine. And if you're not, we'll stay with you longer. But you do not need to worry about talking to people on your own. Don't go this alone. The worst thing you could do in this industry is not have a mentor. And if you have signed up with someone who they're green, that's okay. Don't feel bad for yourself. You got people above you who are crushing it or are willing to help you. You just got to let them know, hey, I'm here. Okay? So I hope this helps. I hope you see my style is I'm going to hit you hard, but I love you. And I want you to get rid of all the stuff that's slowing you down. It's going to be an amazing, amazing ride. Peak interest is what we're going to work on. Step 2 is sending the link. Step 3 is sending them your link so they can place an order, or they may say, I need more info. And that's when you reach up and you say to one of your leaders, I need some support here. And you start a 3-way text or you start a 3-way Facebook message and you get your leader to do it for you. And we build it together. All right. The magic of thinking big is your homework this week. If you've never read that book, get it tonight, download it, go to bed. Don't watch TV. There's no PV in TV. Don't watch the news. All right. It's election night. Some of you got to do. I don't watch any of that crap. Let's go on this. Nobody's paying your bills but you, and no one's coming to rescue you. That was the best thing that was ever said to me. Danelle, no one's going to do it for you. I had to push through fear. I had to push through everything that was coming at me when I got in this industry and say to myself, if it's going to be, it's up to me. Okay. We're going to support you. We're going to be here. I'll do calls for anyone. I don't care if you're brand new and you've never signed a soul. I'll do a call for you. But I need you to show up with belief, not with the, I don't know. No, you say to yourself every day until you believe it. I got this. I'm going to make it happen. I'm in the right company, in the right place at the right time. And when you've coached yourself like that, now you're ready for someone like me or a leader to come in and do a call for you. You're not going it alone. I love you guys, and I will see you next week.